Finally. Got the radiator finally hooked up. The upper hose had a crack in it, so I had to order it. Finally came in, so I just gotta throw this on. It's currently at my brother's house, which is an hour away. We're going to go put the new hose in and hope that it makes it home. So that's what we're doing today. And Kratos is going too. Ready to go bye-bye? So the challenges of today is, one, I want to get this done before it gets dark, and two, it might rain. I don't want to deal with that. So when we got the radiator hooked up and we started putting coolant back into it, it only took about a gallon and then it just stopped. It stayed at the top, it's filled. But I feel like it needs more antifreeze, and I'm not sure if it's holding as much antifreeze as it needs to. My gauges are showing it's okay, so I'm not sure about that. So I think what happened was the engine block is probably holding at least a gallon of antifreeze still in it. So when I hooked the radiator back up, it only needed about a gallon left to put back in. Once we replace the upper hose, we're gonna drive it around, I don't know, for 10 minutes or so to make sure that it doesn't overheat. And then if that's okay, we're gonna try to get it home. We are an hour away from where it's at. So we have an hour drive all the way home with it and hope that nothing happens. And if it's good, then we got our BMW back. Okay, so we got the upper hose out. I have a photo of it, but it's cracked right in there. Let me see. That came out easier than I thought. And then I got it off, and the new hose seemed too long, and I was trying to figure out why it was too long. It turns out the end of the clamp came off the, yeah, whatever, that's trash. The cap broke off too last time we were here. I don't know what happened. I don't even know where it's at, but luckily I have the old cap that we happened to lose last time under the car. But here it is, so I don't have to buy that. So it's in, hooked up. I just gotta get the air filter clamped back down, and then top off the antifreeze and hope the battery is still charged. And if it starts up, I'm gonna drive it around. Let's get this clamped down. Are you excited to have the BMW back?
It's not a Tesla.
No, it's not. Here we go. Yep. You okay, pup? Jeez, it's so humid out here. Of truth. I guess the real moment of truth is if it makes it home. I'll probably drive around for 10 minutes around here. If it's good, I'll come back. Okay? All right. Let's find out. Spider in the door.
What was that?
A spider in the door, gotta kill it first. This episode of Road to Tesla is brought to you by Spectracide. Now I got this all over my seat.
And you.
Okay, I made it down the road. It's driving fine. It's actually reading a little cooler than a hot, so that shows me that the gauge is still working. It's downshifting pretty hard. I hope that has to do with it sitting for so long, but I forgot how fun this thing is to drive. Woo! She's back, but not a Tesla. Okay, so I drove it around. It's running. I got some fuel injectant. I'm pretty picky about my gas. I only go from, I'm gonna be here over the Locust. I only go to BP for the Invigorate. So I'm gonna put the fuel injectant in, and then we're gonna convoy out of here. We're getting the dog, and we're gonna hopefully make it home. I made it to Walmart and back, which is
probably 15 minutes away, but it's starting to rain now and I got the sunroof open, so here we go.
Okay, so this time I forgot to hit record on the mic, so I'm re-recording this part for actually the third time. So the BMW made it back. It's home. So the little gear exclamation point on the dash, I looked up what that was. It has something to do with the transmission, which worries me because it was downshifting pretty hard on the way home, which I was hoping that was something that smoothed out after it's been sitting for a while, but it didn't. And I looked up where to check the transmission fluid because you can't under the hood on the BMW. And I looked it up and it's up under the car. So you gotta lift it. I'll have to lift it. I can't get under it. Thing it's so low to the ground. Lift it or jack it up in some way to get up under it to check it. And they had like a syringe tool to inject it in. It's just something I'm not gonna bother with. So hopefully it's not too expensive to have done. And I hope that's the problem first of all. I hope the transmission's not gonna blow on me. Also, the BMW has a leak. So I can't find it. I've been trying to find it forever. It's somewhere on the right side near the passenger seat. And it's been sitting for about 8 months. So it's 8 months of rain that's been raining into the car. And it didn't smell as bad as I thought it would sitting there, but there's like mildew under each window seal, and there was like this green algae on the seatbelt. When I put it on, I left it all residue on my shirt. It's pretty gross. It just needs a really good cleaning. Oh, also, so the first day we were there putting the radiator in, which was 3 days ago, I think, there was a little tree frog on my back door. And then on the drive home today, I seen something crawling on my windshield wiper, and I thought it was a spider. It turns out it was a tree frog. I don't know if it's the same frog or not, but it was just on there, and I was going 70 down the interstate, and it's still just crawling, sticking on the my dog's barking back there, playing, rolling around in the bed. Kratos, be quiet for a second. But eventually that frog jumped off at a red light, so I hope it's still alive. I was gonna keep it if it made it home. It was an hour drive home. If there would have been a frog on the windshield all the way home, it would have been funny. Also, I might have a buyer on the Jeep the next week or two. If I get that sold, hopefully have enough to replace the tire and then replace the... I don't remember. I'll have to look it back up. The Cadillac CTS. That'll be an update video on what's going on with that. Decide if I'm gonna keep that or not. Okay, so that's it for this video. This was... Are you done? Well, that's it for this. This was another episode of Road to Tesla. One step closer. I got the BMW back. Okay, that's it for this. It was another small documented journey. One step closer to Tesla. Don't know if I'm gonna keep the BMW or sell it. If you guys like seeing this kind of content of me documenting the small little things I'm doing to fix my current cars to sell. So if you want to see any of that stuff, please subscribe to the channel. If not, then don't. I don't want you to. Leave. Why are you watching now?